Hey guys, welcome to my floor. It's Teresa. I'm back with another video and we are here with a new little style. You like my little twists, okay? Aren't they looking cute? This is going on, what are we at? We're day 5-ish here. And so I want to share with you today 5 of the most transformational things that I have learned from the professionals. Some of you have been with me on this journey over the past few years. This girl has gone through so many different things, from going from quitting crochet braids after wearing crochet for over a decade to embracing my hair, to growing my hair, then experiencing extreme breakage because of surgery and what was going on internally, to then regrowing my hair and then kind of sort of damaging my hair a little bit from too much heat, to now here we are. This is month 7 in this heat-free journey. I'm going a whole year without using heat on my hair, and it has been amazing. What I realized is, for me, I had to step away from following so many influencers, natural hair influencers, and I had to get super zoned in. If I was gonna get resources, if I was gonna get encouragement, if I was gonna get tips on my hair, I had to ensure it was coming from the professional. Okay, so let's get right into it. These are not in any specific order, and I'm just gonna start from 1 to 5, and then I will definitely be sure to tag the professional below in the description box so that you all can follow their pages, find out more information for yourself. So number 1, I got my notes here if I'm looking down because my notes, is to deep condition every wash day. I share with you all that I wore crochet for over 10 years. I was out here and it was fabulous. But my hair underneath, you would think that wearing crochet for 10 years, that my hair would already been down my back. That's not the case, because I was not taking care of my hair underneath. And specifically, I was not deep conditioning, and to be quite honest, I was barely conditioning at all. I used out conditioner to take my braids out and take my crochet down, but when it came to my real hair, I wasn't doing any of that. And so I had to learn. This is something that came from my girl Vanessa. She was like, girl, you need to be deep conditioning with every wash day. Get that moisture back into your hair, shampoo your hair, cleanse your scalp, and get that deep conditioner. And every single professional that I love and follow, they say the same thing. You need to condition your hair, and most often they're going to advise that you sit under a hooded cap dryer so that you can really help those strands to penetrate, or use some type of steamer, something to really help your hair to absorb the nutrients and the goodness in those deep conditioners. Now, what type of deep conditioner you use is going to vary, but overall, the basic baseline is that you need to deep condition every wash day. The second one was to baby your ends. I didn't know, and I'm just going to add this in as number 2, that growth and length retention are 2 different things. I shared this in a video a few years ago when I first learned this a few years ago. I didn't know. I thought whatever grew out here is what what came down here. And the fact that my hair was always at my neck, I thought my hair just wasn't growing. No, your hair is always growing. What you need to focus on, once you get a good routine and you're taking care of those internal things and you have the growth that you need and the strands are healthy and nourished, now we need to focus on our ends. So you have to baby your ends. I heard one of the professionals here, and she said you need to treat your ends like your great-great-grandmother, because they've been with you the longest. Now, would you take your great-great-grandmother and punch her and rank her and shake her and pull her and drag her down? No, you wouldn't. You would love on her and be gentle with her and make sure she's cared for. She said treat your ends the same way. Baby your ends. And this goes in with number 3. That same professional shared to treat all your strands like they are the most expensive thing on your body. She said, I want you to think about this. She gave this example. She said, imagine that every single individual strand on your head was worth $5,000, every strand. And God said, okay, for every a half of inch that you maintain for each of those strands, you'll get an additional $5,000 per strand. If that was the setup how would you take care of your hair? I was like, what? All of us in the comments were like, what? She said you would be loving on and being gentle and making sure your hair gets everything that it needs. You wouldn't be ranking and yanking and shank. No, you would be like, okay, let me take care of each individual strand. Okay, wait, 5,000 per strand to start. And then for every half an inch, because she was like, your hair grows on average half an inch every single month. At the end of the year, you get an additional $5,000 per strand for every half an inch. What? So that goes into hair growth, hair maintenance, and then length retention. You're taking care of your ends. So that has been so transformational for me and even for my daughter. I've always been gentle with my daughter's hair, but even more so. Like, listen, let me treat my hair with the same love and respect I would the most expensive piece of garment I have, you know, whatever it might be, treating it with that same love, care, and attention. Number 4, this kind of goes in line. Everything kind of goes together. I love that about our hair. It all goes together. When you really just sit back and think about what you're doing, it all works together. That you need to get on, understand, and embrace your moisture cycle. What? You mean to tell me that I need to go in between maybe every 3 to 4 days and I need to re-moisturize my hair? Wait a minute, what? Now, everybody is different. There are some people who can do their hair and they have this layering effect where they don't have to touch their hair because everything is tucked away and all the things, and they don't have to get back into their hair with re-moisturizing for a week. I recently discovered, literally within the last like month or two, that my hair right now, because I usually am wearing it in a twist out, and when I do wear twists, usually the front bit is out, the back is doing something tucked away, and until I'm ready to wear my twist out again, because I usually wear my hair out, that moisture is leaving my hair, so I have to replenish my strands with moisture. And so I'm already washing my hair every single week. That's a new thing. I was doing every 7 to 10 days. Now I'm every single week. My daughter every single week, because I realized that a lot of what you need with the hydration and the moisture comes from the bowl. What you do when you're washing, shampooing, conditioning, detangling, all your stuff you're doing in a bowl to wash and condition and shampoo your hair, that's how you get the majority of the moisture. And then you layer in your styling products and your leave-in. So everything happens on that day, mostly. But in between, I have to go in every 3 days. My daughter is almost like every 2 to 3 days, because we have to really retrain her hair to retain moisture in this season. We're outside a lot. She's wearing her hair out. I'm wearing my hair out. And so really getting to know what your hair needs regarding a moisture cycle, replenishing it with that moisture has made such a huge difference. And I want to get this one product that I've been loving. So y'all already know, if you follow my channel, you already know I love Miracle Milk. When I was doing silk presses, like I did silk presses pretty much for the whole year, 2025. That's a little bit much. But when I was doing my silk presses, I was using this heat protectant as a base. You know, I did also other heat protectants, but this was a great base. But this stuff, this leaves your hair feeling so, so good. So I actually use this when I need to re-moisturize my hair. I go in, I'll just take the ends, I'll spritz a little bit on my ends, and I'm like working it in, working it up, and then I'll follow up with another little creamy leave-in, and then I seal it all in with a little bit of oil or a little bit of, I have like this other little stuff that I can seal the ends in. But I do that, and I've been doing that for the past few weeks, and it has made such a difference. My daughter's hair, y'all, when I say, I will always look at her hair like, why is it so dry? And then I was like, oh my gosh, moisture cycle. The moisture that was in her hair a week ago is already gone. And I was washing my daughter's hair at that point every 2 to 3 weeks. Now, like I said, we are every single week, because I said, God forbid that I'm on this journey and my hair is thriving and my daughter is suffering. Absolutely not. As for me and my house, my daughter's hair is going to be just as good as mommy's hair, if not better, in Jesus' name. So know and understand and embrace your moisture cycle. The 5th and final thing is to be consistent. Consistency truly gets you results. We always talk about consistency when it comes to our workouts and consistency with how we show up in our goals. But what if you took that same level of discipline and consistency and applied it to your hair care regimen? Washing your hair even when you don't feel like it. Being disciplined enough to say, oh my gosh, right in this moment, I don't necessarily feel like re-moisturizing my hair, but I know if I keep going days and days and days, my hair and my ends are going to be worse off. I need to set aside the time to do it. I shared this before. Get a plan. Y'all, I literally write down what I'm doing with my hair. I write down what I'm doing with my daughter's hair. I have a specific routine that I follow for my daughter's hair. And I wrote it down. I said, this is what we do. When I wash her hair, I do these specific steps. Because what I know will happen with me, I can get off course. If it's not written down, I will get off course. Be like, what did I do last time? Because this thing came out real good. Did I use it? Did I use that? Because we do. I'm not a product junkie, but I do have a varying amount of products. And so we are here. We are on this journey. We are doing this thing. And so I want to encourage you. We have to embrace what God gave us. He gave us this beautiful head of hair, and it's our job to take care of it. You know, I think about the story of the talents. It's in Matthew. I'll definitely post a reference because y'all know what I'm going to do. I'm going to give chapter and verse on this page. The one that had 5 went out and multiplied it and grew it and all the things. The one that had 2 multiplied it, doubled it. The one who had 1 said, oh, I don't got that much. Let me just bury it down. And when the master came back to receive his portion of what they had done with the gifts he gave them, the one who gave 5 said, Master, I got 10. He said, great job. Come on into the house of the Lord. And just, you know, you've been trusted with little, I'm going to give you much. The one who had 2 got 2 more. He said, Master, look what I done did. I got 2 more for you. I multiplied it. And the master said, come on in. This is Teresa's version. But the one who had 1 said, you a little difficult. And I know, like, you be getting stuff when you don't sow, and you be coming to reap a harvest where you ain't playing, and you just, so I just say, listen, I'm gonna make sure that I don't squander what you gave. This one little one you gave me, I just kind of buried it, and I just hid it, and then, you know, here you go, back to you. And the master said, evil, you worker, you evil worker of iniquity, you evil doer, whatever the word, I gotta put the word in there, I'll put it down there, y'all. He said, I can't believe you, basically. I gave you this and you did not even take it to the bank to at least let me gain interest on it. You just hid it. Now, this does not speak to hair, but I think about things with regards to my life and my hair. Some of us have been blessed with maybe a longer or more rapid growth cycle. Some of us are at 5. Some of us are at 2. But then some of us, we might be in that one range and saying, I'm on the average side. Some people, they can grow multiple inches a month, whatever. But some of us on the average side. You are commissioned to care for what God has given you and to take care of it and to grow it and love on it, all the things, okay? Again, this might be a stretch for some. But for me and my house, I said, God, I want to take care of everything you've given me. My body, my hair, everything you bless me with to your glory, and to take care of it as well as I can and as I know how to. I was like, I had surgery that time. I couldn't stop that. That was whatever. But what I could do is not live in that breakage, not live in that destruction. I said, this is what happened to me, but it's not who I am. And so I'm going to get what I need to get and do what I need to do to embrace this life of restoration. If you are in a space right now where you might feel like they got 5, oh man, she got 2, I got the little itty bitty teeny little afro, then you better take care of that teeny weeny little afro and to the glory of God. Do your shampoo weekly. Take care of those ends. Get your trims. Do all the things you need to do. Eat well so that you can take care of what God blessed you with as you prepare to embrace more. There are countless testimonies of women like myself who have had this extreme breakage, and they decided to take ownership and to make a change. And they're on this side of the journey. Now, I am nowhere near where I wanted to be, but bless God that I'm not where I used to be, and I didn't settle into that. That was almost 3 years ago at this point, 2 years ago, really. So 2 years from then, I'm here. But what if I didn't do anything? What if I just put my hair back in crochet braids and then here I'm just whining and complaining, oh yeah, I had surgery, I couldn't do nothing. Yes, you could, girl. You changed your diet. That was a big deal. Yes, you could, girl. You went and got those dead ends cut away. Yes, you can, girl. You went ahead and you said, I'm going to take care of my hair. I'm going to partner with a professional and do what I know to do. I'm going to be consistent and disciplined. Because let me tell you this, crochet be calling my name. They be calling me. I'll be like, oh my gosh. But I had to say, no, I'm on a journey. I'm on a mission. I am so committed. You cannot shake me. You cannot shake me. Even to the point now where I'm like, I don't even want to wear wigs all the time like that. I do wear wigs here and there because I'm like, I love to have fun and change it up. Y'all not going to put me in no box, okay? However, you know, I'm gonna take care of my hair under that wig. I'm gonna wear my satin cap. I'm gonna make sure my hair is nourished. And we're not gonna sleep in no wigs. And we're gonna wear them one, maybe 2 days at a time, and then we're gonna wear our own hair. Because this is what God has blessed me with. So be encouraged. Stop telling yourself I can't do it. Oh, I could never look like that. I could never do my hair like that. Yes, you can. Be okay with being a beginner. Be okay with learning and starting fresh. I didn't know how to flat twist. I know. I was a whole braider. I was a whole crochet stylist for years. I've had some of y'all still my clients still follow me on this side of things. I don't do crochet anymore. I don't do none of that no more. But the point is, I didn't know how to flat twist, and I could have said, I don't know how to flat twist. I ain't gonna do that. But if I hadn't tried, then I wouldn't be able to create those beautiful flat twist outs that I love. Because I love a twist out more than a braid out while at this length. But I had to try and try and try and just sit down and get quiet and try again. It wasn't perfect, but try again. It's not gonna look right the first few times. Okay, but try again. Karen of Curl House, I absolutely love her. But she said, you gotta figure out what style, what's gonna be your signature style? What's going to be that thing that you're going to do so that you can just perfect it while you're growing your hair out? And that is such great advice. And so these twists here and then a flat twist style has been my kind of in-between styles all year long. It's been so good. Takes the guesswork out of it. I'm not trying to, like Seth says, I love what she says. She said, we're not trying to do extracurricular activities with our hair while we're on this journey. I'm like, girl, that is so true. That's where I am. Like I said, we're in month 7. I cannot believe I'm in month 7 with not using heat on my hair. But I have learned so much. And the discipline and commitment has really changed my life. Not just my hair, not just my daughter's hair, but who I am as a woman, who I am as a person. I can do hard things. And so can you. I understand letting go of breakage is not easy. Cutting off dead ends when you're used to it being here is not easy. And I guess that's like one of the other things I learned is that, you know what? Health and wholeness over length. Trust and believe your hair can grow again. I am a witness. Y'all, look at my hair. I wish I took more videos than that one picture I have because I was so embarrassed. I was so upset. I was so defeated when I sat in my stylist chair back in November of 2024. And she said, girl, we gotta cut this hair. It has to go. And I was so shattered because I had been doing so much hard work to grow my hair, but I couldn't control how surgery was going to impact my hair. But like I said, I didn't live there. I said, you know what? Cut away what you need to cut away. I'm going to stay committed and consistent and do what you're telling me to do. And we're on this side of that journey. Not all the way there. I still got a ways to go, okay? But we are on our way in Jesus' name. So be encouraged. I hope that helped you. Again, be sure to check the description box below. And I want to just encourage you, hey, listen, I realize a lot of people watch my videos and y'all not subscribed. Go ahead and hit that subscribe bell. Okay, is it a bell, an arrow, or just the word subscribe? I don't know, but you go ahead and hit it. And be sure you turn your notifications on so that as I continue to share what I'm doing on this journey, not just this heat-free year, but also on my road to recovery, to health and wholeness from where I was back in 2024, I want you to be a part of this, especially if you are on your own restoration journey with your hair. So be encouraged. I cannot wait to catch you in the next video. Bye, you guys.